What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Money, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we're talking the entertainment industry. And recently, for the past year or two, or something like that, there's been a guy making trending. Let me say trending. His name is Ntlamulo Nota Baloyi. So Unottabalo has been training for many reasons, many reasons. But I think what propelled him higher was his relationship and not his relationship, his marriage. Him working with the likes of Questa and recently this thing of AKA, you know, the video that he did blaming the friends of AKA, framing them as the number one suspects for the kill, saying those guys took AKA to the slaughter bed. But he's been saying a lot of controversial things. Let's just play a video of some of the things that he's been saying.
No stories that I spoke to Senzo Mayura the day he died.
For Adele, because she bit like the melody of Tupsy's Finally, and that's the song I wrote.
Finally
Take
is
it
a fire song.
easy on me. Comes from the finally.
Okay, we're going to do some
You understand?
research on that.
So it's like how I wrote that shit. So if I hear someone else with the shit that I wrote, I'm gonna know that's my shit. So
So
that's
from
a
here,
big paycheck.
I'll tell you why I know that. 1994 elections, I fought with my dad because he told me he voted for the ANC. I was 4 years old. I said, Daddy, why didn't you vote for Mandela?
I'm the first person to be permanently suspended on Twitter.
Jeez.
In the world, before Trump.
In the world?
Yes, they started it with me. The permanent suspension started with me. I told you about this.
Saudi. Mutsuneng.
Well, who made Saudi do that? It was me. That open letter that I sent. Yes. Gave him the political capital to say, okay, fine. The youth are protesting. They're saying we must give 90% local. You understand? I got that. I used social media to do that because I knew that Saudi would pull the strings. And then he did that. I CC'd the entire board when I sent that email. I sent that email to the board and then I sent it to Twitter and then I made it trend. So then they were like, why is this trending? Oh, it's already in our inbox. Oh, let's read it. Oh, this has got a point. We can score some political points. Let's give these kids 90%. Then they'll always support us.
I was in primary school. Before Kiernan ever met Simdope, I was in primary school with Simdope, you know.
Gune problem.
Okay, so with that, we have to do a small background check. So Untlamulo Baloyi was born on the 20th of March 1990. Apparently, he was born in Uganda, and he came here early, should be early because he's saying he was in primary school with the likes of Sim Dope. He says he was fighting with his father for voting for Mandela in 1994. So if he was born in 1990, it means maybe immediately he came to South Africa and he grew up here. And Mr. Baloyi is clearly a South African. So he got married in the year 2020 with a singer because they are currently separated. Let's not even mention the names. But in 2022, they fell out in their marriage and there was what you call a separation. And what is more interesting for me, is that his net worth is calculated at 600 US dollars. That means Nota is a billionaire in terms of rents, you know. And for me that's interesting because it means one or two things, because he definitely did not get that money from music. Definitely did not get that money from 600 million dollars. Definitely not from music. That will make him the wealthiest artist in South Africa right now. Nobody even comes close to that. So it's clearly inherited money. from the family. You can hear by the schools that he attended that it is the high class Module C schools. And he's been having some controversial statement that he made. He once accused DJ Shimza of being a tender boy, and DJ Shimza took him to court, and Shimza won, and he paid DJ Shimza 200,000 rand from that. I mean, 200,000. Some of us don't even make 200,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? So you saw what he said about Adele, and he's thinking of suing Adele. He's not gonna do that. Yeah, claiming that he's the first person to be suspended on Twitter, claiming that he's the one that pushed Claudi to do the 90% local artist play on the radio stations, and like I said, framing the AKA's friends by saying they killed him and all that. So with me, with this type of people, like the previous video I did, is these guys are getting traction. And remember, he's been backed so much by DJ Spoo. DJ Spoo consider him as a young brother, friend type of a relationship, just like DJ Spoo is doing with Penwell the Black Pen. And you see how DJ Spoo is trying to get these boys um, try to get them because they're young, man. They're young. Penwell is young. Nota, I mean, he's what, 32 years old, is it? He's 32 years old, so he's still a young man. He's still a young man, 32, 33, somewhere there, I don't know. So my issue with not my issue, my input to people like Penwell and Nota, for you guys, take what you take, because at certain points with certain subjects they do make valid points. Nota talks a lot. Understand? For some people who are not used to those type of characters, you'll be quick to dismiss him. But honestly, there is some points that he's making that you can take and apply in your life. As young as he is, as young as he is. So take what you need to take, and ignore what you need to ignore, because I feel like Nota is our Kanye West. You know, he has his episodes, and Nota is a young man who believes he knows everything, just like Penwell. You know, you see guys like DJ Spoo being humbled enough to learn, even from these young guys, keeping quiet and letting them talk. I mean, what can you teach DJ Spoo? DJ Spoo started from the gutter, boy. He did not go to any expensive schools or anything like that. You saw him standing at the robots and selling more fire. You saw him wearing a mask, making himself a clown to be a Kwaito legend. You saw him being a house a DJ, and being one of the best to do it in our country. Um, and you saw him taking more fire from where it is to where to play to overseas, man. You know what I'm saying? So for him to still have an humble soul, a teachable spirit at his age, with DJ Spoo. The same with Eskido. You know, you hear the references when people speak about those people, that these people are respectful people, they respected people. So when it comes to the young guys, I include myself there also. I'm a young guy also. We are learning. We are nowhere close to 40 years old. So when the time comes, when we are 40 and 50, we might look back to videos and say, Ish, I shouldn't have said that. You understand? That is why it's important to have a mentor, of which I do, to consult, and before making serious statements, consult with an elder, and so that you know. Like right now, I'm trying to prepare a video about Tuli Madonsela and Busisio Mkawane, this section 20 whatever, or that is happening right now. And I called my lawyer friend, and then I realized, oh my God, I know nothing about these things. So it's okay not to know. You don't have to come on social media and act as if you understand when you don't understand, you know. And I think with other topics, for Bo Nota and Bo Penwell, Penwell has got multiple children with multiple girls and all of that. Nota still young, so if we were to take marriage counseling or relationship advice, you would not go for those guys. You understand? You'll go for someone who's been in marriage for 15, 20 years and stuff. Even not for me. I'm married for 9 years, you know, and I still feel like I'm still in a honeymoon stage type of a thing. So taking advice from us, we are still young men. We'll probably have a different perspective when we get to 40, when we get to 50. And that's why it's good to listen and salute the Mahrut man. So, our Nota guys, they are doing well for themselves. Understand? So, if me and you don't have a million in our account, there is a certain way people who are born rich and people who get rich, this is not even rich, this is wealthy, who are wealthy, think and operate. You understand? So me and you've got something to learn. You know, correct me if I'm wrong or right on the comment section. Me and you have got something to learn from some of these people. Vusi Tembekwayo, Vusi knows nothing about politics. You saw the statement that he made that the apartheid government was going to find the killer of AKA in 24 hours. He knows nothing about politics, and whenever he comments about politics, I'm like, man, you're a billionaire yourself. What are you doing to fix this country? I mean, if you're a billionaire and you hear that there's a school in Eastern Cape in Limpopo where a child fell to their death in a pit, you know, in a pit toilet, and it doesn't. I mean, you can just take like a 2 million and sort it out. If you're a billionaire, 2 million is nothing. I mean, you guys wear watches of 3.5 million, 8 million. You know what I'm saying? A watch, that small watch on your wrist can solve this pit toilet the whole South Africa. You know, that's why I don't believe that President Ramaphosa is a billionaire, because how is it possible that you're a billionaire? You see the Department of Education is struggling with children that are crossing rivers, some of them drowning and dying in that water. You are a billionaire, you are the president, and you do nothing. Every year, every year since the ANC was in charge, children has been dying in pit toilets. Every year, children have been drowning in the water, trying to cross the river, going to school in the rural areas. It is impossible to tell me that you are a billionaire. It's either you don't have a heart or you don't have the money. Because me and you, my loyal followers on YouTube, me and you would have done something. Me and you would have done something. I don't have to. I don't like bragging about the things I do, so let me not go there. But we have done a lot when COVID hit this country, the whole world. When the lockdown came March 2020, the things that I did, I got in trouble in my marriage because of the amount of money I spent on helping street kids. Um, who had no shelter in Kimberley, and I took them in. But anyway, let's not mention those type of things. I just wanted to say, with people like Bo, every young person, I'm including myself, Bo Penwell and Bo Nota, in the way they speak and the way they have the platforms that reach hundreds and thousands of people every time. Guys like Bo and McG, understand, take what can help you and leave the other things. They are going to grow. McG, I'm telling you, in time it will be he will slowly start to change when life starts hitting him. He's also a young man. He's also a young man. Umekji, not as young as the others, but Umekji is also a young man. So, thank you guys for watching. It's a boy, King053, Mr. Easy Money. Please consider to subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment on the comment section. Tell me what you think about guys like Bo, Nota, and Penwell, and all of that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. 053.